came about today?
The move,
Yeah.
the favor of the Lord. I said no, I didn't want to sell them my house. And the next step in the normal procedure is that you end up in eminent domain court. I did not want to chance it, and I did not have to. And I give all that credit to just the favor of God. My name is Charlsetta Taylor. I didn't know anything special. I did have an attorney, and I've talked to a lot of people, and I haven't said his name, but I will. I don't mean to ignore him at all. His name was Jerome Wallach, and he was very kind to me, and he said that he could not guarantee that he could keep my house. So I said, that's what I want, you know. I knew that he could negotiate with them dollar-wise, but the dollars were not as important to me as this house is. So but gradually, the city came to me with the offer. It was not my idea because I didn't even know it was possible.
This is pretty amazing.
It is amazing. It's awesome. But I serve an awesome God, and that's who I'm giving the credit to. He touches the hearts of men.
You're blessed today.
I am. I really am blessed.
So, Miss Taylor, you grew up in this house.
I
as
did.
did your cousins who we've spoken with this morning. Tell me, do you remember moving into the house?
I do. I believe it was summertime when we moved in, and it was a bit traumatic to me because it moved me out of my school district. But my parents were very loving and kind, and they went to the district and got a special permit for me to continue to go to the school that I was
Now, where were you going to school?
I was going to Simmons School, which I'm not sure it's still functioning, in St. Louis Public School, and my parents had gone to that school as well. So that part I remember.
So, what did you think? Tell me about the house where you were, and then what you thought about when you walked into this house and saw this house.
Well, we moved out of a very small bungalow, so having all the space was wonderful to us, you know. The one we were in was one story, just a little bungalow. So for kids, it's the stairs and, you know, the many, many windows and rooms. There's just room for everybody.
So that's pretty neat. So how many of there were you growing up in the house together? How many kids?
Within a short time, there were 13 of us.
That's pretty special.
Yes, yes it was.
So were you the oldest of all the kids?
Yes, yes I am.
So did you get to boss everybody around?
A little bit. Yeah, I've always been the big sister. I have to acknowledge that.
This house was divided. Our family used the first floor and the basement for living area. My aunt, Charlsetta's mother, and her children had the second and third floor.
I want to introduce all these beautiful young ladies this morning.
This is my daughter Adrian Brown David.
Brown.
This is her older daughter Jana. This is her youngest daughter Zion. So there are 3 generations of us here.
Two more daughters in the middle.
Yes, she has 2 other daughters who are not here right now.
Well, tell us about the house. This is your family's
This
house,
is our
yes?
family home. 2 sisters married 2 brothers and moved into this house.
What year was that?
1945, 46, something like that. I think we've been in this house over 70 years. And so this is the only family home I know.
So
You know,
you were
when I
born
left
here?
here, I was grown. Yeah, you know. So, and this house, you know, I've moved out of the country. I've moved to the Caribbean, but this is always home. I think I still have my door key. No matter where I go, I have a key.
I did too.
Nobody says you're leaving, give us your keys back. So this is home, you know.
So where do you ladies live now? You don't live here in St. Louis?
No, I live in Oxford, Mississippi.
I live in Wilmington, Delaware. Wilmington, Delaware.
Hmm.
So what did you think when you found out your family home was going to be here?
You know, just the idea, just structurally, it was kind of hard to comprehend for me. I mean, I know that they do this, but It's going to be so weird to not. The house is being moved. The lot is going to be bulldozed and flattened out. But the memories are here. So it doesn't matter where they go. The memories are here and in my heart. But it's still, I'm still in disbelief that they have our house in the middle of the street, taking it to another location. And so we'll start new memories. It'll be new memories. But I wanted my grandchildren to be here because this is what they know. The little one, when she first came, she was little, and inside the steps are carpeted with like a mauve carpeting, and they would go to the third floor, and she would always say, "I want to go on the pink steps." And so we've watched our children. I have a son who's older than her. He's 45, 46. And so my children have grown up in this house and the neighborhood, so we see people now with this going on that we haven't seen in years who can't believe our house is being moved. But I'm grateful that it's being moved and it's not being torn down and it's not going to be a hole in the ground, So we will still be able to bring our key and go to wherever they take this house. We still have our keys. We have never been denied access to this house. And so not only our family, people travel here from out of town, and this is the big house. Everybody wants to go to the big house. Family gatherings take place here. And it's just, I always say, this house, the walls hold so many warm memories. It's like a hug when you go in the front door. The house hugs you when you go in. And people love this house. This house is loved. I've watched so many children grow up in this house. My father worked tirelessly on this house. The garage that was attached to it, he did alone, just him, all by himself. And so this house, for me, I look at it and I see my father's handiwork. I see his handiwork. Never had anybody come in to do any repairs in our house. No plumbers, he did everything. If anything stopped working, he did it,
What do you think he would think about this today?
And he was a construction worker. He would have a chair right in the middle of the street. He had a special respect for people who could do things with their hands. And so this for him would just blow his mind completely to see them lift this house and take it down the street, But this house, it's a lot. It's a lot of memories inside. Once you open that door, it's a lot of memories inside that house. So we're taking them with us.
So how many children are left today?
I have a sister. Charlsetta there are 5 of them left. Charlsetta, Sam, Ronnie, Eric, and Chris. There are 5 of them left. Yes. And who? 3 of us. Yeah. So of the 13, there are 8 left. But it was even though we were separated living quarters, we would eat dinner downstairs. We'd go upstairs and see what they had to eat, Right. We were living separately, but all under the same roof. So it was not like we were separated within that house. But yeah, there were 13 children, I guess, raised in this house at some point.
So what's the first thing you're going to do in the house when it gets moved?
Just fall down on my knees and be grateful that the house is still here. Kiss the front door, or something, And one thing that that really meant a lot to me, our address 2530 is etched in that front door glass. And so for me, that's the talking point. When our little children grow up and say, this house is in the 2200 on St. Louis Avenue, why does it say 2530? That opens the door to tell the story of why this house is there. It's on St. Louis Avenue and not at 2530 anymore. Because we're not going to be able to bring them, once NGA moves in here, we're not going to be able to bring our children and show them where the house used to be. But once they ask that, why does it say 2530, that opens the door for us to tell all the stories we want to tell, And
then your grandchildren are going to have
they can pass it
stories.
on. That's exactly right.
So here's Miss Taylor. Here's Charlsetta.
That's right. We're like sisters. two brothers married two sisters, so we're like double cousins.
That's right. That's right.
They've been telling tales on you.
Oh,
I'm
I'm the big sister. They don't
That's
have it.
right.
That's right.
So, Miss Taylor, you said you have been working on this for a long time. How long is this today?
It's been a little over 2 years, I believe, since we first realized that the city was trying to acquire this land to offer to the NGA.
So what's the first thing you're going to do in your house when it gets to its new place?
Probably call a cleaning crew. Yeah.
I think at this point you can probably walk beside it all the way up to
Yeah, they
First
said
Avenue.
walking pace when I asked
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
We're on the
You'll be able-
fast track now.
That's right. Until we get to the next corner up there and make a turn again. You have
Right.
to turn again at St. Louis Avenue.
I really appreciate your time.
You're more than welcome.